Hey y'all, it's Laura and welcome to day 25 of my Scraptember Video a Day Marathon. This is a collaboration with the Scrappy Sisters and Christy's Beautiful Life, along with our very special guests for today, Tracy Reed and Angela Bartlett, along with a lovely group of ladies joining in every single day. All are linked in the description box below. Be sure to check them out and see the inspiration they are sharing with you as well. Now you saw the sketch at the beginning of this layout. We are going to be using it as inspiration for sure, and today's Scraptember prompt is punches or dies. We're going to be using punches for this one. The collection I'm using is CVS or Cocoa Vanilla Studio Hello Sunshine, and we're going to be using both the sketch and the prompt, which I have tried to do every single day, but sometimes cheated a little because, yeah, it happens. Sometimes intentionally, sometimes not so intentionally. It's all right. We're making it work. So for this layout, here's what I'm thinking, okay? I don't want to do a photo strip of photos like was in the sketch. It called for 4 very tiny photos. And if you've been following me for a while, you know I'm not really a fan of super tiny photos on every layout, especially since I just did one yesterday that had some pretty small photos. So not going to do that. I'm going to do 2 3x4s. I'm going to stack them on top of each other to give that same vertical look. Now I have had some questions about how I use paper strips to mat my photos, and so I thought I'd go ahead and leave this bit in. I go ahead and add about a 1/4 inch tape all the way around the perimeter on the back of the photo, and then I just paper piece those strips all the way around. Now this particular time I'm actually putting 2 photos together, so I'm just going to separate them just slightly with just a little bit of space there, and then I'll put another strip in between, and so it looks like I've got a whole big piece of paper back behind my photos when in reality it's just these strips. This is a great way to use up scraps, or to use up the last little bit of paper that is just perfect for your layout, but you don't have a big piece and you still want to make it work. Now, a couple of things to keep in mind when doing this. Maybe don't lay your photos onto your white cardstock like I just did here. This is not a good plan. My photos absolutely stuck to my white cardstock, so maybe do this on your mat instead and avoid this little bit of ripped paper that I created. And like I said, going to go ahead and add that strip right between my photos as well as all the way around, and this just gives the impression of a full strip. Now, I have had people ask, well, do you overlap your strips or do you do something else? Well, I do overlap them to a point, but I try to get each side as a clean side. So I trim off any excess beyond each side, and that way it just looks a little bit cleaner and a little bit less noticeable. Now I'm going to go ahead and trim down this piece of paper and use that as a foundation piece for my 2 photos, and just start taping it all together. Again, I left in more taping this time. I've had a couple of people request just a quick look at how I'm putting things together, and especially these foundational pieces, I just use tape. I really like double-sided tape. I find it's very effective. It's very inexpensive. I can use as much as I like and not have to worry about it adding to the cost of the layout in any way because it's extremely cheap. It's just from Amazon and is simply double-sided tape. There's nothing fancy about it. Now bringing in the sticker sheet, I'm actually going to be pulling quite a few things from this sticker sheet for this layout, which I was glad to do because I want to use this collection up and it's on my list to finish. So I'm making a pretty good progress with it actually. Quite proud of myself, I gotta say. And I'm quite happy to get quite a few of these stickers on the page. Now in the sketch there was a plethora of ephemera added along this left side of the photos, and so I went ahead and brought in some of these tickets and labels and tags to replicate that look. And then I'm going to go ahead and bring in my punched shapes. Now one of the beautiful things about punching out shapes is that you can use up even the smallest scraps. So if you're someone who hoards all the scraps, punched shapes are your best friend. They will help you get so many scraps used up. I actually am getting low on scraps from this collection because I used so many on this page. Now I've brought in the Happy title, which again is from the collection that I'm using, and then I'm bringing in a bunch of Fiskars punches. I think I grabbed 3 different sizes, and so I've got a larger star, I've got a medium star, and then I've got a smaller star. And I'm just going to punch up a bunch of these scrap papers that are just sitting on my desk from this collection and try to get as many of them used on the layout as possible. Don't forget, these papers are double-sided, so you can get much bigger bang for your buck by going ahead and doing one from one side and one from the other and putting both onto the layout. Now, while I was scrapping, I did notice that this felt a little awkward where this yellow sunburst paper met the white cardstock, and so I grabbed a branding strip from this collection and created a little trim piece to go along that strip of paper. And I think you can see that it really does help define that barrier on the right side, that vertical strip, and just gives it a little bit more presence on the page, kind of refines the look of it just a little bit. So just taping that into place, I really like how that teal makes the water pop, especially, so I'm a really big fan of that. Brought in some of this blue, and again, using both sides of the paper. We're using the little blue side as well as the multicolored side, so that we're actually getting double the bang for our buck out of the scraps. We definitely want to use them up to the fullest of their capacity. Now, while I'm punching away, I do want to mention that we have a Facebook group devoted to Scraptember, because this is a video a day marathon that I do every single year and have now done for 4 years consecutively. And I've done it with a few different collaborative members, but I've been in it from the beginning and I'm still doing it every single year, and it's one of my favorite things to do. So one of the things that we have done for Scraptember is put together this Facebook group. My friend Natalie Bowers started it initially, and we are running it now, the Scrappy Sisters and I, and we have challenges every single month throughout the year. And then we have in Scraptember a fantastic video a day, challenge a day additionally. So I hope you'll come and check it out and join us. We have a great time. We have albums filled with pictures of layouts that can just inspire you to try something new. That's always what we're looking to do, is to get you to try something new. So bring in a few more punched shapes here. Again, we're varying the sizes a little bit. I brought in a small star punch to give me some smaller sizes there. Now this little cluster underneath of the happy is there specifically to cover up the ripped paper that I accidentally tore when I put my photo down. So don't worry if you make mistakes. You can always cover them up. I look at mistakes as an opportunity to embellish creatively. It just pushes me to find a new way to make it work. Now the majority of this is now glued and taped down. I'm bringing the sticker sheet back to see what I can pull in, what I can get used, because again, I'm trying to finish off this Hello Sunshine collection. Now, we're wrapping up the layout, and so we're going to be doing some scattering and splattering. Scattering is where I add some tiny little detail pieces, in this case, some punched glitter stars to sprinkle around the clusters of larger stars. Now, as you can see, if you look at my layout, I have a cluster on the right, I have a cluster on the top left, and I have a cluster at the bottom left. Most of the time, if I'm going to add clusters of embellishments, I'm going to put them around the photo. Sometimes that's on a diagonal from corner to corner. Sometimes that's in 3 different places around the layout. Sometimes that's just down one full side of the photos. It just depends on what look I'm going for. But these little detail pieces add so much to those clusters to make them look finished, complete, and interesting. And this little pop of gold, a little bit of pop of glitter even, really adds some sparkle to the page that I really think it needed, especially because the absolute energy that is present in these photos really needs to be captured, and I think gold helps that happen. So now I'm bringing in my T-square ruler to add in some journaling lines. I almost always journal on my layouts. It's very rare for me not to, and sometimes, like in this case, I'm just talking about how much my son absolutely loved diving into the pool and making a big splash and having a great time, just kind of talking about what he's doing. And other times it's my thoughts on what's going on in the photos or that moment in time. Adding in my splattering with controlled splatters via Nuvo and uncontrolled splatters with Heidi Swap Color Shine, and that's it. Until next time, bye y'all!